Hey, Booz. Hey, welcome back to yours truly. Y'all, for today's video, this woman about to tell us why she don't talk to now one of her family members. Now one of them. And girl, I get it, because I've been there and done that too, girl. But this ain't about me. This is about her and why she ain't messing with none of her family members. And I want to know why. Grab your popcorn, your snacks, your food, whatever it is that you like to do, because y'all know I be eating on the channel and I know y'all hate it. But I be hungry, so it is what it is. So I don't care if you put me on your TV while you cleaning your house. Make it do what it do, baby, and let's get into it.
I'm about to give y'all a story time on why I don't talk to nobody that I'm related to. I went in no contact with my whole family, mama side, daddy side, cousin, uncle, aunties, everybody. And it all started when I got on my knees sometime last year and told God that I'm ready to surrender to his plan. Like, I don't want to do it my way no more. Like, God, I'm doing it your way. What do I do next? So we're going to start with my husband at the time. He was cheating so bad that I just was like, I got to get a close relationship with God. The whole time I was super suspicious. Not only was he cheating, like super gay. Like, he was working with somebody and I was like, it just makes me feel like they with each other. But I was also in a situation where I wanted to leave, but I didn't know, like, I didn't have the finances because he was paying all the bills. So it was like, up until the point I said that prayer, it was like he was just emotionally. But then it got to the point where he started to become physically. Like, I didn't get headbutted, I didn't get choked several times, slapped, putting his hands on me, all that type of shit, scared for me and my kids' life. It got to a point where we was fighting so bad, and I had figured out that if I keep my kids around me, that he's not gonna put his hands on me. So I was like, let me keep my kids close to me so he won't do nothing to me. He kept trying to get me by myself. I used to keep in my closet, and he literally looked me in my eyes and was like, get it, go on, get it out. But I'm a thinker, so I was just like, nah, because I don't know who is going to hit at this point. Then he said it in front of me like I had my kids with me. I didn't know who. I'm not risking it. So I just looked at my kids and I just told them I love them. I just felt like I was about to be unalived in that moment, for real, for real. So after all that, I left the house and went to my parents' house. My parents, like, my mama honestly didn't want me to go back, but my stepdaddy, he telling me stuff happened, y'all need to go back. Then the dude looked my stepdaddy in the face and was like, I did this, she right, I did do that, I'm gonna own up to it, which was crazy to me, because why would my stepdaddy tell me to go back to that? But I'm listening to that type of shit like, oh, that's your husband. So I went back to him. The shit kept getting worse and worse after that. Like, he didn't put his hands on me for a little minute, but the cheating was so bad, I was just like, I need to get closer to God. Then it actually got to a point where I found out he was sleeping with a teacher from my daughter's school. This said teacher put, literally, like, she was super friendly. I used to sub at the school that she worked at, and they always put me in her room. I was in her room like 3-4 times. It was also another woman who used to come in there, and she used to be like kind of weird with me. So now I realized, like, it was multiple people at that school that knew that woman was sleeping with my husband. This said teacher also started my daughter's dreads. Like, she was in my daughter's hair. I done went to this woman's house. This woman inviting me out places. She he ha ha every time I see her. So I confronted him and her about it, and it got to the point where they actually made up this whole story together. What'll happen, like, if they got caught, what's their story? So then it gets to the point this man putting his hands on me again. So I actually decide for good, like, I'm just leaving the relationship. I'm leaving the house. I'm leaving the furniture in there. I got TVs and all that shit. At the time, my sister and her baby daddy needed somewhere to stay, so I called them. Before y'all homeless, y'all could come take my shit. I don't want none of it. Like, y'all could just stay in there. Y'all ain't even got to do no lease takeover, nothing. Y'all could just live in the house, just pay the rent on time. I don't want none of that shit on my credit. So at this time, I go and stay with my mama. So I'm staying with my mama, but still going through shit with the school, because I confronted them about the issue, and they told me, well, we can't do nothing about it, but we can let her know that we know that you came up here to tell us. So I was like, okay, go let her know. And I really was on some slick shit, because bitch, I want you to be humiliated in front of all your staff. Like, you not even professional no more, bitch. People look at you like somebody who sleep with folks' husbands, and a lot of people in this bitch got husbands. So I really was on some get back. But once she found that out, she got really mad, told the school that she's scared for her. She's worried about her safety when it comes to me. So I end up actually getting banned off the campus. Never put my hands on this woman. Never threatened this woman. Never did none of that. So it got to be so much that I ended up just taking my baby out of the school. She was only in pre-K, so I was just like, it ain't no point. But it up my heart to see my baby cry that she can't go to school no more, because my daughter loves school. And then I was pissed off even more that the shit that you done did, because you can't keep your stuff in your pants, my daughter can't even go to school. And if y'all know how hard it is to get kids into pre-K, you actually have to be on a waiting list. So I couldn't even put my daughter in another school. So at the time, because I'm my mama's emotional support when her husband is cheating, I thought I could go to my mama. It was a time, like at that time, my mama has told me, stop calling my phone telling me about this because I'm tired of hearing it. I'm really tired of hearing it. So living with my mama, even from then, living with my mama got super, super weird. When I left the relationship, I forgot to add that I started working at Amazon. Like as soon as I left the relationship and gave up the house, I got a job at Amazon. I started working 3 12-hour shifts. And because I needed the money to move into another place, I actually would work 50 to 60 hours a week. So at the time I started popping beans because it gave me energy. I needed to stay up. I needed to get this money. Like I was just taking the shit to keep going. And then I realized everybody doing it. So it kind of made me feel better. And it actually made me, I don't know, like keep going. So I got some cousins at the time who was on the same shit, except they was just around their house doing it. They chilling doing it. They not doing nothing. Bitches is lazy on couches popping beans. Whole time I'm working trying to provide for my kids. That's still not a reason, but I'm working trying to provide for my kids and do right for my, like, I need to get this house because my mama showing me she don't want me here. So at the time I got cousins talking shit about me, like running their mouth about me, telling people, oh my God, she's steady popping beans. But it was weird because if I wasn't doing it with them, then we cool. But when I say every single one of my cousins was doing it, but it was like because I was doing it, I got talked about. And that showed me that all my cousins was jealous as they couldn't wait till some bad shit happened to me so that they all could talk about it. They don't want to talk about the good shit that was happening. So when I'm staying with my mama at this time, my mama would do weird shit. Like I come in with food and she'll just ask for some of my food and I tell her, well, mama, I just worked a 12-hour shift. I'm tired. Keep in mind it's 7 a.m. I just got off. I'm trying to eat so I can go to sleep. And if I said no, she would literally throw up in my face that she watched my kids while I go to work. Even though she told me to come stay with her. She also has a 3-bedroom. Her husband has a game room. She has like an office room and then a other bedroom and stuff. But she told me I had to, and she didn't want me sleeping in her living room. She told me I had to sleep on like this really a box spring with pillows on top in her room, me and my kids. She wouldn't even like clear out none of the furniture from either one of their rooms because I wanted to take my bed and my TV and bring it to her house. And she was like, nah, we not doing all that if you're not going to be here long. So you could just sleep on this. Felt like bricks. So I get tired of it and I call my older sister who I let stay in my apartment, her and her baby daddy and her kids and other people. I called her and was like, I can't take this shit with mama no more. Y'all know how mama is. Like, I'm about to come back to my apartment. Y'all can still have it. I just need to be there until I get my own place. Keep in mind, I'm still trying to get my own place in a whole nother city. I need to just stay there for a little bit. My bed is there. My TV is there. Nothing was moved. So I was just like, I want my room though, just for some privacy. Me and my kids gonna sleep in my bed and I need my TV. These tell me that I can come back to my house, but I can't come back to my room. Nah, we don't want you coming back to the room. I forgot the whole reason, but they just was like, no, you can't sleep in your room, in your bed with your TV. I still had clothes in that bitch. They was like, nah. I knew the cards that I could play in a situation, but I was just like, because I could have got y'all kicked the out. But I was just like, you know what? Y'all just let me see who y'all is. Now keep in mind, I done already went over husband, big sister, her baby daddy, my mama, now, and my stepdaddy. My stepdaddy just makes you feel like I don't give a what it is. He just don't want you there. He don't want to do nothing for you. He really, you could just tell he really don't like you. So that's just him all the time. So then it gets to the point where I'm moving with my little sister while I'm trying to get this apartment. My little sister does the same shit. She even gets to the point where she don't even speak to me. Like she don't want me there so bad that she don't even speak to me. And then she's constantly letting me know like this short term, don't get comfortable. I could just already tell she talking shit about me too. So then I get approved for the house and I go ahead and move in the house in the next city.
Girl, I'm starting to wonder if you the problem. Why don't nobody want you to stay with them? What's happening here?
So I left my little sister's house. Now I'm in the house in the next city. While I was there, I'm still working these 12-hour shifts at Amazon. On top of the 3 12s, I'm working 2 10s. So I'm still popping the beans. And not gonna lie, she was making me feel good after my like leaving the person anyways. So I was popping them for emotional support, but also for physical support for my body to keep going because I knew I didn't want to stay with nobody. And I also was trying to put furniture into my house. This part is very important because this is what put me into my spiritual psychosis. I started seeing and hearing certain things like I could tell that I was in different dimensions. And at the time, my cousin's still talking about me. I still got a few cousins that's just like, y'all, she in different dimensions. Like, you could tell, like, she going through spiritual psychosis. But it got to a point, I was wondering why when I did it, like, I got cousins who did it and go have or did it and do like weird stuff. Like me, I wanted to get close to God. It did not make sense. I was hearing my higher self. Like, it just got really, really weird. So a spiritual psychosis is like a regular psychosis too. So I went into regular psychosis too, and a lot of my memories from my childhood started coming back. Within those memories, there was somebody in my house, in my childhood home, who got SA'd by one of my stepdaddy's family members, like his nephew. They was staying with us, and they told him, my stepdaddy and my mama, that he did that to somebody in my family that lived in the house, and they still let him stay there. And when you go through a psychosis, sometimes the memories be so vivid that it seems like it's you. So I started questioning if my stepdaddy or anything, like if something ever happened to me, if this person ever did anything to me, it got really, really weird. At the time, I also questioned my kids, and the answers that my kids was giving me, I did not like it. Like, it just gave weird. And I also was going through, again, a spiritual psychosis, a regular psychosis, on top of all the stress I had been through. Like, my mind was going fucking crazy. And I didn't know it at the time, but the beans was not helping at all. But they opened up my third eye, and the shit opened too much, and they also opened up my crown chakra, because the communication that I was hearing from the spiritual realm was crazy. But I asked my kids, have anybody ever did that to them? And my kids was telling me weird stuff. And they was just describing how they Nana and Papa bathed them and stuff like that. And it just freaked me out. Like, it made me go into panic mode. And so I did what I was supposed to do as a mother, as my right is to get my kids checked out. That triggered a lot of people in my family, because of course we're black. I kept my kids out of the whole situation. So I went to my mom and them house, and I confronted my stepdaddy, and I was like, have you ever did this to me? Like, have you ever did anything like that? Because keep in mind, my stepdaddy weird too. My stepdaddy, everybody who know him, if he go to a function, he's only around the kids. I'm gonna keep it a buck. He's only around the kids. This man was spoiled. All the girls are like this first generation. And then we got older, and he called us fast. He stopped liking us and being mean to us. But when we was little, he like spoiled us. It was weird. But yeah, if you go to a family function, you're not gonna see him talking to grown people. Like, he just act like he don't like nobody. He's only around kids.
That is hella suspicious to me. And black families, one thing they gonna do is sweep something under the carpet and act like that pedophile is not doing what he's really doing. I hate that about families. Y'all just think everything is supposed to be swept under the rug and let go, and we supposed to move on like it never happened. That is a chain that needs to be broken.
He only like kids. It's weird. So then I'm adding that on top of it. I'm like, oh my fucking God, this shit driving me crazy, considering what was done to the person in the house. And I asked them, like, hey, have you ever done this to me? He was like, no, what is you talking about? He really could have just simply said no. Like, everybody talking about me at this point too. Everybody could have been there more for me emotionally, which this shit really got me like tearing up, because I was really, really going through. But instead of doing that, everybody just crazy labeled me as crazy, but still saying like, man, she popping beans. Keep in mind, I done sat with cousins who have said this about my stepdad. Like, he is weird. Like, you will never see him talking to no grown person. Then my kids told me what they told me about bath time and stuff like that. So I go to their house. I said, have you ever done this to me? He was like, what is you talking about? I'm saying, just be straight up. He was like, no, what? You need to get off my, like, telling me to get out that yard. I ain't never like, it was just weird. They was like, get out of our yard. You need to go home. I'm not dealing with this. And I said, well, why when it was done in the house, why you and mama didn't kick that dude out? Why y'all let that keep going on? They was like, he was like, I don't know why your mama did that. I said, it's your nephew. Now, if that was one of your kids in the house and they got done too, like, how would you feel about that? And he was like, I'm not dealing with this. I don't know what you got going on. You need to leave. Went in the house, shut the door on me.
The moment people wake up and start realizing the truth and asking questions is the moment the culprits start getting defensive and gaslighting towards you, trying to make you think you're crazy and you're the problem, when all we really want is answers.
Now, my mom and them got Ring cameras around their house and inside their house. That's very important. So I was like, shit, the most that I could do as my right, and I'm breaking generational fucking curses, I'm gonna go get my kids checked out, because I don't know what the fuck the truth is, to be honest. But I called my grandma. My grandma was the only person who was kind of like there for me. And I was talking to my grandma. I said, I'm about to go to this hospital. Don't tell nobody that I'm going. Y'all, why the fuck I go to the hospital to tell them just check up on my kids, because I believe this happened. I'm talking to a nurse the first time. The nurse leave out the room. She go, the doctor come in. She didn't go get the doctor. The doctor just came in. The doctor sat down beside me, and I asked him, I was like, so are y'all going to run a test on my kids or not? Because I was told that y'all could come up here and, just do an exam on them. He was like, no, we're not worried about your kids. We worried about you because my nurse told me that you hear voices and you be talking to people that's not there. And I was like, what are you talking about? I never told you that. Like, why would I sit up here and tell you that I be talking to people that's not there? Why would I tell you that I be hearing voices? So again, the only person I'm talking to really at the time is my grandma and my homegirl. So I called my grandma, and first I called my homegirl. My homegirl like, keep calm. I'ma like, tell me where you at, like what's going on, yada yada yada. I was like, hold on, let me call my grandma because I need to know what the fuck is going on. At this time, they got me like up against the wall. They done took my kids away from me. So if you thought I was going through a spiritual psychosis, then bitch, you took my kids away from me. I went fucking crazy. I'm not gonna lie. I came up here to get my kids an exam because I thought something happened to them, which is my right. And y'all snatched my kids from me. So I get on the phone with my grandma. I tell my grandma what's going on. And my grandma was like, ain't your mama up there? I paused. I said, Grandma, what you mean ain't my mama up here? Yeah, your mama should be up there. Okay, Grandma, how will my mama know that I'm up here again, making claims against her husband? Y'all, my mama, it clicked. My mama called the hospital and told the hospital that I talk to spirits. I hear voices. I see things that's not really there.
Grandma scandalous, your mama scandalous, they both scandalous. Because first of all, why did your mama even know that you was up there? Grandma's supposed to be the only one that you can trust, and she went and told. I'd be through it all they asses too.
I end up just throwing the fucking phone. I'm so pissed off at this point. I just grabbed the phone, threw the phone at the wall. So that really, the fact that they took my kids, which made me even more angry, that's the shit that pissed me the fuck off. Because I didn't come in there mad. I just flipped. And the doctor came in there. They all still surrounded me. Once I got off the phone, at this time, once I threw the phone, they, put me in they little handcuffs or whatever that they got. And I'm restrained. I'm pissed the fuck off too. And so the nurse come in there too. And the doctor look at the security guards, y'all. And again, I'm seeing in different realms. I'm seeing demonic shit. And these security guards, it was especially two, they just gave me demon vibes. It was so weird. And the doctor too. And it definitely gave Freemason. I'm going to be real. It definitely gave plotting against me. I didn't understand it at the time, though. The doctor dead ass looked at the security guards and said, didn't she tell us that she was in here hearing voices and talking to people? They looked at me and said, yes, she did. We heard it. I then looked at the nurse and said, did I tell you that I talk to people? Did I come in here telling you I talk to spirits? Did I tell you that I hear voices and I talk to things that's not there? Did I come in here telling you that? This woman looked so scared. She was shaking. She didn't know what the fuck was going on. She was like, no. Like she knew what was going on. And I was like, okay, so what the fuck is going on? Man, these people injected me with something to put me to sleep and put me on a 72-hour hold involuntarily. And still, I didn't know what was going on with my kids. I didn't know who had my kids. I didn't know who was going to pick up my kids. And I went in there to get my kids an exam. So y'all know my mind was fucked up. But at that time, I got put into a mental part of the hospital. Because my mama fucking called them and told them that something is wrong with me in my head and I see things that's not there.
This sounds like some serious spiritual warfare, and her family is gang stalking her. They don't want nothing good for her. This is insane. What could she have possibly done to make her family act this way towards her?
So I'm not gonna lie, after my mama pulled that shit, my mama was every name in the book. Like, I was cussing my mama out. I don't play about my kids. I really, really don't. So all the anger that I have been feeling since I was a child, I gave that all to her in that moment. I would also like to note that my mama is an evangelist. So it was just pure gold that the evangelist got a demon child. So she started posting on Facebook, y'all, about how I'm so demonic, how it's demons like taking over me. It was so weird. It was to the point where like I couldn't even go to like a grocery store without somebody saying, you okay, you good? I'm like, what y'all talking about? We seen your mama status. We seen your mama post. It's different people just checking in on me. I'm going live on TikTok, and people in my comments saying, I'm so glad you okay. Because she's on her Facebook selling it like her child has been called by the devil and the devil is controlling me. So when I leave there, I actually, like, being in there, I was supposed to pay my rent on the day or have some money to them by the day that I was in there. And because I was in there for 72 hours, I got evicted. So also at the time, my little brother let me stay with him for a minute. Like, y'all was really going through. So I was like staying with different people. So I'm at my little brother's house. He actually hear my son. My son repeated to him what he originally said to me. And I asked my brother, I said, would you come up to the police station and just report this with me? Because everybody think I'm crazy. You heard my son say this and I didn't coerce him. My son can't remember all this. So you know this is really coming from his mouth. Baby, my brother texted me and said, I don't want nothing to do with that. I'm sorry that you going through this, but me and my girl, we don't want to be in it. After hearing it from my son's mouth. So I'm in disbelief. I packed my stuff up at the time. I'm going through shit. I'm listening to my homegirl. She like, you need to sue the school from the previous thing. She like, you need to sue the hospital because how could they even do that? I just get the fuck out and I end up back at my little sister house. Now, around this time, even though I'm staying with people, I'm trying to get my money up. I'm not broke. So I also need to say that I quit Amazon. But I was doing tarot readings and I was getting paid really good money for my tarot readings. I was probably making $300 to $500 a week, which was pretty good. And I was trying to stack my money up.
Oh, is that why her mama thinks she's demonic and saying all these crazy things? Because she does tarot? What's y'all opinion on tarot cards and tarot readers? I personally don't think it's demonic or of the devil. And I don't know if I can call it like a spiritual thing. I really don't know what it is, but I don't think it's of the devil. What y'all think? Tell me the truth. Even if you do think that it's of the devil, tell me why, boo.
Then I'm thinking if I can get in an income-based apartment or, house or something, I'll be straight. But it would even sometimes get up to $700-800 a week off of just doing people readings and giving them spiritual guidance and stuff. So I asked my little sister, I said, listen, I just need to stack my paper up. She was like, okay, I'm giving you till this date. Keep in mind, I still don't fuck with my mama. But y'all, I get a call from DHS, them telling me that somebody reported me and they need to investigate. They were like, we need to speak to you and we also need to speak to your mother. So I ended up telling my mama, like, hey, DHS want to speak to you. My mama response was, DHS ain't got nothing to say to me. No, if you, huh? So that also let me know, like, you probably the one that called DHS on me. So yeah, DHS said they was going to come by. And I didn't even know at the time they had called me. They was sitting with my mama and my little sister. Y'all remember me telling y'all my mama got Ring cameras in front of her house and inside her house? My mama used the footage of me snapping on my stepdad and asking him, like, has he ever done anything to me? My mama used that footage and showed them people that. Then they also used my TikTok. They went on my TikTok and was showing people, which my mama was showing a bunch of people. Because I spoke to my stepmama at some point. My stepmama said, yeah, your mama was telling me that you basically going crazy on TikTok. Like, you got demons and stuff like that. And she was like, but I looked at your TikTok and I'm not seeing nothing. So I get a letter from DHS telling me that I'm guilty of maltreatment of my 2 kids because of my TikTok and stuff. And because of the 72-hour hold. Now it also let me see my little sister. My little sister not supporting me. She not there for me. She not helping me. The bitch even hate that I'm at her house. She telling people that she hate that I'm there. Then she telling people that she don't want me around her son because I do tarot cards. Like, I can't be around her son. So God just telling me, like, to just keep pushing. Just stay through, like, something gonna come through because God did not want me working. And, like, God was like, I got something for you. And y'all know when you follow God, you're gonna look stupid to everybody else. You're gonna look crazy. Everybody like, this bitch ain't getting no job. What's she doing? She living off y'all. I already knew. I was like, I don't want to stay off you. Like, it's to the point if I have to go to a fucking homeless shelter. And I was trying to work. Like, y'all, I was like, damn, these people pressure me to work so much. Let me go get a job. A job that I could just show my ID for. Y'all, when I tell y'all the same day I lost my ID, I didn't know. I'm looking in my car like I don't even use my driver's license. Like, where could it be? So the stuff that I needed to get a job, poof, vanished. So I'm chilling at this time. I'm only meditating. I'm doing my tarot cards. I'm trying to make some money. I'm stacking money, just stacking money. My sister come to me and she was like, you remember I told you got to this and that day to be out. I'm like, yeah. So it was like the weekend and she needed me out Monday. Like, she told me on a Friday and she was like, I need you out by Monday. I didn't offer to help pay this girl bills. I didn't offer to, like, do what it, like, can I just stay here until a certain point? Like, I'm trying to get my shit together. She was like, no. At the same time, y'all, I have been there for people. I have given people rent and deposit for a fucking house. People have come to me for $1,500. The same sister that called me before said, do you got $600 on you? I need this other half of my rent. I'll pay it back. I did it. So I was just baffled. at the fact that bitches couldn't do shit for me. So then me and my little sister at some point in between there, we got into it, and she just ended up saying, like, don't nobody believe you. Everybody was believing this man over me. Like, everybody in my fucking family was just believing this person over me. And I don't even think it was too much. Even DHS, it wasn't so much of the psychosis. It was the fact that, well, this man has his life put together. Like, they have a 3-bedroom home. They have like 4 cars in their yard. He works hard. They was looking at that. Oh, but look at you. You're going through something right now. We can't trust you. You're unreliable because you're struggling right now, but we're going to believe him. But it just sent me through there when I found out that my little sister, sat with them. And it's important to know that my older sister had my kids because they never reached out to my older sister to ask her if she had my kids. I also want to note that when you are popping beans, you are like, the truth will come through you. Your truth, other people's truth. So it was people at the time, since I was the talk of the town, everybody texting me saying, hey, we just want to check up on you, da-da-da. And I used to tell people, get the fuck from away from me, because the shit that I got on you, I will tell it. When I tell you, that made people leave me the fuck alone. And I had got into it, since I'm talking about my little sister, we got into it so bad that I'ma tell your truth, baby. I'm about to set this motherfucker off if y'all don't leave me alone. And so that really forced people to just like, okay, let's just leave her alone. Let's just let her do what she do until she kind of get away. But the day that my sister kicked me out, I wanted to cry so bad. And the day that I got the letter saying that I was guilty of maltreatment of my kids, I wanted to cry. I knew I was still blessed because I still had my kids. But that put me in a position where I could not work a job where I was taking care of kids or old people. Keep in mind, y'all, I was subbing before that. And then the school district that I was subbing for loved me so much that they calling my phone on my off days saying, can you please come up here and sub at our schools? So I'm distraught. And when that Monday came that my sister told me to be out by, I knew that it was God saying it's time for you to move on. Y'all, I did not have nowhere to go. I didn't know where I was going. So I waited the whole day. I started counting my money. I was like, okay, I can go get hotel rooms. But I was like, how long is that going to last? Like, I can't take this money. This not even a full week of staying in hotel rooms. So at this point, my sister kicked me out. She's talking bad about me. This is my little sister to people about like how I'm popping the beans, how I do tarot cards. I've had to get beans for her. She's taking them a time or two. On top of that, she pays somebody faithfully to do tarot readings for her. So I'm just confused. Also at the time, I was talking to my real dad and my stepmom. Now my real dad has always been emotionally unavailable. And my stepmom used to try to fill in the gap for him. So my stepmama telling me all this stuff my mom was telling her. She telling me how my mom been telling her about my TikTok and how my TikTok just looked like they literally said I'm talking about God too much. Also, it's noted at this time, towards the time like I was getting kicked out of my sister's house, I was sober. Like, I stopped popping the beans. But yeah, I started talking to my real daddy, and I was just a little girl who just wanted my daddy there for me. So I needed emotional support, and I thought my daddy could give it to me. But I seen how my stepmama and my real daddy kept coming to me with stories about my mama. And that let me know that they weren't really supporting me. It was like they were like, oh, we all got an equal hate for your mama, so let's team up. I wasn't with that shit, because if you're going to be there for me, be there for me. Don't be there for me because you don't fuck with my mama. So, block them, cut them off. I was just tired of it. But I knew I had to leave, and I knew God was also telling me that it's time for me to go. If y'all have ever been in a situation where somebody kick you out or you get fired from a job or something and you just lost, like, why did this happen? Why they treat me like this? That's God pushing you. So I knew that. So I was like, let me get my shit and go. I grabbed as much as I can. I had to throw away a lot of stuff. I had to put what can only fit in my car. So I didn't have much. So I get on the road to go to this city that's an hour and 45 minutes away. And this is where my daughter grandma lives. My daughter grandma months before tried to get me to come stay with her. And I think it's because my mama was calling her, telling her all types of stuff about me. And instead of her like listening to it and believing it and stuff, she actually called me trying to help me. But she never said why. She just was like, you don't want to come live down here with me? And at the time, I had the apartment in the other city. So I was like, nah, I'm getting my shit together. I'm good. But this was months before all this happened. This woman was hearing all this stuff. And instead of talking about me, she tried to help me. So I revisited that opportunity. I'm on the road already on my way to her house. I called her. I said, hey, do you mind if me and the kids come and stay with you for a little bit until I get myself on my feet? She was like, yeah, I don't mind. And immediately went to, what my grandkids doing though? I'm like, oh, they in the backseat chilling. I'm thinking she want an explanation. She want information. She was just like, no, what the kids doing? Yeah, you can come. Okay, end of story. So when I left, I didn't tell nobody where I was going, because nobody wanted to know where I was fucking going. Everybody knew that this girl done gave me a date to leave. She grown as hell. It's her house. Cool. I'm a grown ass woman too. I got me and my kids. But what baffled me is the fact that my family was making statuses, calling around, doing all this shit like they don't know where I'm at. Oh my God, we so worried for her. We worried for her because she got them kids. They even ended up finally calling my daughter's grandmother, which I'm going to start referring to as my mother-in-law. They end up calling my mother-in-law, and she was like, your family want to know where you at. Because I let her know they're going to, if they call or whatever, don't tell nobody where I'm at. Because, bitch, when you kicked me out and you knew I had your niece and your nephew, you didn't ask me, do y'all got somewhere to go? Do you got a plan? Nobody asked me that. They just said go. So she like, your sister on the phone like crying. What sister, baby? I thought she was talking about my big sister. No, she's talking about the little sister that's been dogging me out, that did not want me to stay at her house, that kicked me out and told me no, I had to go, that didn't ask me if I had nowhere to go. Little sis on the phone crying, frantic, wondering where you and your kids at. They just so wary. Can I tell them where you at so they can stop stressing? I just told her, we good, whatever. So being here with her, my mother-in-law, they come from a nurturing family. And so, again, all black, though. Y'all know how it is with black people. We think we supposed to forgive and reconcile. So she steady telling me I need to talk to my mama, this, and that. I start feeling bad. I didn't give her the full story because I'm still ashamed of my story at the time. So I'm sitting here like, damn, this all my fault. Like, I didn't put false claims on people. I'm really thinking I'm in the wrong. So I start calling people and apologizing and trying to make things right. I'm giving this part to y'all raw and real because this shit happened when you're trying to disconnect from your family. You will go back. And yes, I get people gonna judge me, but I've already judged myself for this shit, which is why I'm able to tell my story. So in the midst of talking and getting close with people, I got 2 cousins who end up moving here too, to the same city that I'm in with my mother-in-law. So I start reconnecting with them. I sit with them and I'm telling my cousins the story and they let me know, they like, hey, we always stood beside you. The shit made sense to us. They the ones who like, keep in mind, this man only talked to little kids. Like he only be around little kids. Then one cousin said, you don't remember when you was little, you and another cousin used to argue about like him being y'all boyfriend. I said, what? Which is why memories are so important. Getting your memories back are so important. But she was like, yes, I remember y'all used to fight over whose boyfriend is he. Then I got a cousin in Atlanta that was telling me like, I don't like how he had y'all sitting in his lap. Like he just give me weird vibes. So I was able to come to that conclusion because I sat with them. I was like, y'all, this shit still don't feel right. Then they came out with that story. So God was just like, trust yourself. You were never wrong. So I cut my family off again. So this when they started to get pissed the fuck off because I'm done. They calling me, begging me to see my kids. The same sister who told me she don't want me around her son. Bitch, you really think you about to come and get my kids? Then this cousin, one of the cousins telling me conversations between her mama and my mama. People still claiming, yeah, I can tell she popping them beans by the way she still talk on TikTok. Which I don't got shit to prove to nobody. But it's just so crazy to me that when I talk about God so much, people are saying like something is fucking wrong with me. So it's also important to note that my mama don't fuck with nobody who fuck with me at this time. So this cousin, my mama couldn't stand her because this cousin like supported me. But this same cousin was telling me how my mama and her mama was having conversations. And I got sick of it. I can't even properly heal because people steady bringing me shit. Then I thought to myself, I'm not worried about her telling my mama nothing because they don't fuck with each other. It's the fact that you could tell your mama something and your messy ass mama is going to go to my mama and tell her something. So my grandmother's kids, they all messy as fuck. It's like they're the bone carriers in the family and it comes down to the grandkids and then we all just fight. So I had to cut her off because I was like, nah, I got to confuse the enemy. You can't confuse the enemy when they know all your business. So at this point, I done cut sisters off, brothers off, everybody. I done blocked everybody's number. I'm only talking to my grandma from my family. I told you I don't talk to my stepdaddy, my stepmama, like nobody, no cousins, nothing. I'm only talking to my grandma. Then my grandma called me telling me about people business like, yeah, so-and-so got a new car and your other sister got a house and da-da-da-da. And I know she didn't mean nothing by it. But again, in order for me to confuse the enemy can't know my business. Then I thought to myself, if you telling me all the stuff that's going on in their life, I know you telling them the stuff that's going on in my life. And I get that you actually happy for me, but you're still telling them stuff about me. So I had to cut my granny off. So now I'm only talking to my mother-in-law. But it's to the point that they're contacting her. Like my mom and them contacting her and I had to tell her. And she telling me stuff that my mama putting on her statuses. My mama got sob stories talking about I'ma always love my grandkids, yada, yada, yada. So I asked her to stop telling me stuff that my mama saying, like block her if you have to, because I don't fuck with them. Stop telling me stuff. So she respect my boundaries. We move on. Why the fuck she get an inbox from my older sister? cussing her out, talking bad to her. She's basically telling her, you started all of this, you making this shit okay, as if she's telling me to stop talking to my family. So I'm thinking at the time, silence is my best weapon. So I just ignore it. I told her, like, just block my sister, whatever. Then my mama come knocking on this woman's door on a random fucking day. If you really want a relationship with me, you would have texted that woman. You got her information. You would have texted her, called her, and said, hey, can I stop by y'all house? Y'all, she pops up randomly at this woman's house. I stay in my room. I'm just like, I ain't with the fuck shit. I don't want nobody talking to me. Leave me alone. Again, I felt like my silence. I didn't want nobody talking to me. So at the time, I felt like the silence was my best weapon. So I just stayed in the room. But God was telling me my mama is a bully and I need to stand up to that bully. So I ended up texting her saying, I don't want a relationship with y'all. The family that I create is my family. I don't need y'all no more. I'm fucking 29 years old. Leave me the fuck alone. So the way she responds is what got me. This woman tells me, get ready because she's going to take me to court for grandparent rights. I couldn't do nothing but cry right then because I needed to see her in that light. That I didn't cuss. I'm gonna tell y'all, I didn't cuss my mama out when I'm telling y'all what I told her. Because I'm at the point in my life where I'm healing. So I'm just like, hey, I have my own family, like we good. But she responded saying that, and then let me know, you don't want a relationship with me, you want a relationship with those kids. And y'all gotta be fucking crazy to think that y'all about to have a relationship with my kids and not with me the way y'all dogged me out, because I don't want a relationship with y'all. So at this point, she's told me and my mother-in-law she's gonna take me to court. It's really like she just don't want to see me happy. So y'all, we done made it to part 5 on why I don't talk to nobody I'm related to. So at this point, I done cut everybody off. I done cut my grandma off, my cousins off when I got to this new city with my mother-in-law. Now keep in mind, y'all, I still got a case open with DHS. Yes, I have my kids, but I got a case open. I really wanted to say fuck it, skip towns, and just be like, fuck this shit. But God was telling me at the time to stop running away from my problems. Like, I run away from everything. So I was trying to heal that. And I was like, okay, I'm going to face it head on. So I called DHS to tell DHS, hey, I'm in this new city. This is where I'm at now. And this is my new address. So they assigned me another caseworker and all that type of stuff. And I was just like, I really hate this shit because I'm a fucking great mom. But I'm going to just deal with it. So the caseworker that I get, she really working with me. Like, she really, really fuck with me. She can tell ain't shit wrong with me. Like I said at the time, I'm sober. When you start doing that, you got claims on you, they will make you take drug tests. So I'm taking drug tests and everything. So then she get to asking me, what do I do for work? At the time, I'm feeling ashamed, knowing that I'm praying to God to be an entrepreneur, but I'm not taking my TikTok serious. Like, I'm on here seriously posting and I'm going viral. But when people ask me, do I have a job? I'm still telling them no. And God was trying to teach me, yes, the fuck you do. So this to any content creator, this is considered a job, a career. So I told her what I do and she was like, we gonna accept that because you getting paid. I had to show proof of like what TikTok was paying me. Outside of that, my mother-in-law was letting me do the tarot cards in her house. Nothing weird happened. Actually, life getting better. And the people who saying you can't do tarot cards and have a relationship with God, well, how can you sleep with a man that you're not married to and have a relationship with God?
Oh, she definitely just went there. But is she wrong? I don't know. I really don't think that tarot cards are demonic. As far as having a relationship with God and doing tarot cards, yes, I do think that is possible.
How can you sleep with different women that you're not married to but have a relationship with God? How can you sin against yourself and other people and have a relationship with God? Because you can, right? Okay. Because y'all saying all this shit, but for my mama to get on Facebook and talk about how I'm doing tarot cards and how I'm demonic, her husband is cheating on her while she's married to him. You never posted that. You never judge yourself or him for that. But back to me. So I'm actually giving my mother-in-law money. Like, she's seeing how much money that I'm making. There's times where I have to tell her, hey, I got to step out. I'm with a client. She'll keep my kids for me. And I'm really just stepping out in my car on the phone with clients, trying to help them through and giving them readings and stuff. So God was telling me at the time, too, to be completely honest. So I'm honest with the DHS lady and told her I have a spiritual business. This is how much I make on it. Like I said, I showed her proof. She already knew that's considered work. So she tells me, because I technically have money coming in, I can be on the listing for HUD/Section 8. Not only did she tell me that, she literally said because I have a case open, the shit that people wait 2 years for, I get to get at the top of the list. Like, I get to surpass everybody. I'm number 1 on the Section 8 list. Then she was telling me, she was like, hey, I want you to get on food stamps because all this stuff is going to look good. The government is here to help you. So I took my TikTok, like what TikTok was paying me, and I gave it to the food stamp people. Again, at this time, God was telling me, when you're honest with where you at in your life, the blessings that are for you will reach you. When you have to lie for it, it does not belong to you. It belongs to somebody else. So just be completely honest and I'm going to bless you. So they approved me for a really good amount based off of how much I was making through my spiritual business. Like, I gave these people my PayPal. I gave these people my TikTok. If I could have, at the time, I didn't have the Cash App that I was using. I had told them, my Cash App was closed, but I had gave them all my information and they still approved me. Then when I had my little meeting or whatever with HUD, they asked for my information too. I gave them all of my information. They approved me. I want y'all to understand, government assistance is not for people sitting on their ass not doing nothing. Government assistance is actually for entrepreneurs. These people, the government understand that you got to start somewhere, which is why I feel like somebody like in my family would try to take this video, especially my mama, use it against me, try to report me. You can't, because they know how much I make. They know that TikTok pays me. They know I have a spiritual business. I have 2 PayPal cards. These people got my PayPal cards. I have showed these people what's in my PayPal account and what has been in there for the last 3 months, and I still got approved for food stamps, and I still got put on first of the list for housing. So at the time, I'm over here with my mother-in-law too. My car ended up getting repossessed because my car note at the time was $450, y'all. $450. I didn't have the money. I said, y'all know what? Y'all can have this shit back because I'm not about to be struggling trying to keep up with the Joneses. So I also got some money and bought me another car. This is the car I'm in now, a used car. So my caseworker seeing all this shit. She see that I'm cooperating. She see that technically I do have money coming in. She see that I got a support system, which is my mother-in-law. So that's very, very important. When you're going through this situation, you have to have somebody who is support system, who in your support system. I don't care if it's a stranger that you met at church or something. If you go to church, or somebody in your spiritual community who can speak to them about like them helping you. Then I told her that I got approved for HUD. So she jumping up and down for me. She excited. So one day she pulls up on me and see me in my car. And she was like, this your car? I was like, yeah, this my car. She was like, girl, you got your car. You got the food stamps on. You got approved for HUD. So you about to be moving. You a great mother, I see. She said, I'm going through my cases and I'm closing all the cases that like mothers don't even need me. Or whoever it is. Like, if I feel like I don't have to worry about you, I'm closing the case. So y'all, the case get closed. Sometimes your blessing is not going to look like what you think it's going to look like. I literally have blessed. The way people see it, oh, government assistance. No, I am an entrepreneur. I make money. They know the money that I make. They're okay with it. They saying, oh, she's still, at least she's self-employed. At least she's trying to do something. Told these folks I was a content creator because at the time I was still like kind of ashamed. People were basically bullying me into trying to get a job. You need to be working 9 to 5. You need to be making $20 an hour. You need to be da-da-da, because that's where I used to be. So I thought that people would judge me. The government would judge me if I wasn't working for the man. No, they applied that shit. So people calling you unemployed, if you at home and you doing content creating, I want to tell you that you can get government assistance. That's what the fuck is for. They want to help you get your own business. That's what all the loans and stuff is for. That's why the government is there. They don't want you working for nobody else, for real, for real. So now I'm here in my own cash card that I don't pay shit on but insurance. I'm moving into my place very soon, paying the deposit on it very, very soon. I have my mother-in-law here for support. I got my man here for support. And that's another story, because when I got here, God was telling me that her son is my soulmate. I literally have told this man everything about me. And when I tell you in every lifetime this man will choose me, this man know about the addictions and all this other type of stuff. And this man still said, I want you. This man has always wanted me, to be honest. But he has always seen me for who I was. I used to think that my baby daddy was obsessed with me. He ain't never did no crazy shit, but I used to think that he was obsessed with me. My baby daddy has always seen me for the person that I was. And that's the same person that I had to go back to when my family was treating me the way that they was treating me. My baby daddy and his family helped me through this situation. So now I am surrounded by nothing but nurturers. Nothing but people who will do for you, which I don't take it for granted, because I still come from a family where you got to pay where you lay. So I still help. I still pitch in. But this woman let me stay here, not paying her anything, so that I can get myself on my feet, giving me money every once in a while. Like, she get extra money, she passing me money. When my family used to pocket watch me, I used to feel bad for going to do something special for me because I'm struggling. I used to believe that if I'm struggling, I can't do shit like go to the movies. If I'm struggling, I can't do shit like get out and have a good time. This woman used to tell me, take your money and go do something for yourself. Then she keep my kids whenever I ask her. Like, she just God sent. Like, I could tell that God, even though my family did all that shit to me, God had to push me over here to these people. And when my sister kicked me out, I thought it was like God, I thought I was being punished, but God was actually saying, you have passed the test, and now I'm about to put you around people who you deserve to be around, people who are going to love you and not judge you.
What she's saying, I can relate to so much. There was a point in time when I wasn't dealing with any of my family members as well. And now that we are on okay terms, as much as I love them and always will, I can honestly say that things will never ever be the same between us. I also want to say that family is not always the people you were born into. Family is anyone that makes you feel loved and supported, and you get to choose who those people are.
But I want to encourage y'all, if you have an opportunity, take that opportunity. If you can go live with somebody, stay with somebody, it's not going to be your family. It ain't never going to be your family. It could be your baby daddy and his family, your baby mama and her family, your girlfriend, your fiance and they family, your husband and they family. But it's never going to be your family. They're not your real family. The family you create is your real family. Let go of the karmic family. They ain't nothing but lessons. And I'm done with my lessons. That's why I'm done with everybody. Y'all, I thought I was done, but I'm back because this fuck shit happening in real time. So this is part 6 of why I don't talk to nobody I'm related to. So y'all, for years, we have been on my sister's phone plan. I know it sounds weird, but my sister, she works for AT&T. Working for AT&T at the call center, gets you 50% off of everything, accessories. She gets a deal on phones, but also more importantly, the phone plan. So she's convinced a bunch of people in the family to get on her phone plan. I don't want y'all to think I'm on some leeching shit. Like I'm on this bitch phone plan and I'm just not paying my bill. My older sister is on the phone plan with her nephew. My little brother is on the phone plan. I have a cousin that's on the phone plan. She's on there and I think she got some stuff for her and her son, but I'm on there as well. And I used to have a phone for my son too on this same phone plan. So she got about 7 family members on one phone plan. So we all like paying our bills or whatever. It get to the point where I'm setting myself free from my family, right? So I knew I just cannot stay on this girl phone plan. I knew it was going to be detrimental to my healing because I'm not trying to reach out to you to send you the money. I need to be doing my own shit because at this point I can't trust none of y'all. So I hit her up and I was like, hey, I want to be out for this phone plan, but what do I have to do? Because y'all know when you paying on the phone plan, you also paying for the phone. So she tells me that I owe like $380 on the phone and then she can release it from the plan. And my phone could be, y'all know how like a phone, you can't use it if it's connected to the company. The company technically still owns it. You can't steal somebody's phone and go try to put it on Straight Talk because it's still connected to AT&T. I've also had this number for a very long time, so I was trying to keep my number as well. So if you get me off the phone plan, I could just transfer or still have my number, still have my phone, but I can go to Straight Talk or some shit. So she tells me that I owe $380 on the phone in order to fully be off the phone plan. I said, that's cool, y'all. I shoot her the $380. Fast as fuck. She ends up telling me that the phone numbers are just mixed up. And if you've ever worked for a call center, you know that like, just say you have a number, you have multiple people on this phone plan. Somebody may want to upgrade. If I got to upgrade, but my sister want the upgrade, it's a way that she can switch all this shit around. I don't know, but it's a way that you can kind of do it to where my number ain't even associated to this phone that I'm using, even though I'm using this phone. It's kind of weird. So I also got a cousin that had moved out of town to Texas. The cousin that I said is on a phone plan. So my sister was like, I got some weird shit going on with her phone. She not paying her bill. It's just a whole lot of shit going on. So I'm gonna have to move some stuff around before I can really free you from the phone plan. Y'all, she still got my money though. And y'all know black people, that's not $380 to me, bitch. That's $400. That I could have took and bought me another phone. So, y'all know I'm vibing and shit, doing my story times, telling my truth. And the way that you looked in my story is the way that I perceived you. None of the shit I said was a lie, and that's what's really pissing people off. People have tried to hide their true colors, and by me telling my story, I am revealing the motherfucking rainbow. I get to scrolling on TikTok, and I can't even, use my phone. I'm like, okay, what's going on? Maybe something going on with my mama-in-law Wi-Fi or something. Then my baby daddy called his mama phone. His mama called me in the room. She like, hey, he on the phone. He was like, why your phone steady going to voicemail, like straight to voicemail? I'm like, I don't even know why the do not disturb not on, but my internet not working either. Then the shit click. My family's starting to see the story time. Now the bitch then got mad and then cut my phone off. I'm sitting here laughing because I'm having a good old jolly time talking about shit that nobody believed me for. I'm actually spreading my truth, but I'm also feeling good because y'all are showing y'all true colors. I love that y'all reacting like this. Like my mom-in-law, when I first came here, she was trying to get me to talk to my family. When she kept seeing how my family was acting, she was like, hey, your mama just need to apologize for what she did. Your family just need to apologize for what they did at the end of the day. Like, it's giving really, really weird. But my mama is narcissistic. She thinks she's always right. She will never apologize. And they all have an image to uphold. So they're going to try to keep that perfect little image. But the shit really funny because I triggered you that much. It ain't shit for me to go and get another phone. Yes, I would like to keep this phone number, but it's probably time for a new number anyways. But I love that you're showing your hand because my first thought was, and guess what, bitch? You're just giving me more content to fucking post. Thank you. Content that I get paid for. But I'm really to the point. At first, I was pissed the fuck off, and this is why y'all got to pay attention to y'all dreams. Because I swear to God, I told my baby daddy last week, yo, I had a dream that my sister cut my phone off. I got pissed the fuck off and start going off on her. Anybody who know me know that when I go off, especially on my little sister, baby, you're every name in the book. I am going to call you a bitch. What do you mean? You cut my phone off. I'm going to call you everything. So in a dream, I'm flipping out. I was like, I feel like soon my sister about to try to pull some slick shit. Soon as I upload this, there they go. There they go, man. But I'm really sitting here like, bitch, come up off my 380 or give me the phone, like get me off the phone plan so that I can go get me on another phone plan so that I can keep my phone. Let me know what the fuck it is. I even texted her. I'm really on some cool shit like, Bookie, you remember that 400 that I gave you? What we doing with that? Did you ever get the phone off the plan? Like, what we doing with that? Because if we're not doing that, can you send me my money back? Send me my shit back. Because what the fuck is wrong with you, bitch? You're not about to just hold $400. Are you fucking crazy?
Ma'am, you being so eager to send her that money as fast as you did was your mistake. You shouldn't have done that without knowing if this was going to go your way for certain. And me being me, y'all, I recommend that y'all go down to the office together, go down to the phone company together and do it in person in front of a representative. That's just what I recommend. So both parties know exactly what's going on and nobody's left in the dark. And ain't nobody's money mixed and matched and confused. She sent that money a little too fast for me.
What the fuck? And maybe y'all will get a part 7. I don't know. Like I said, this shit is in real time. I got family members so mad about my story time. Punch in the air. Tears. I don't give a fuck. I don't.
Okay, tell me the truth. Now, I done told y'all what I think throughout the video here and there. What y'all think? Do y'all think that she is valid in all her decisions? Y'all think that she's the victim? Y'all think that she tripping, overreacting, overanalyzing things? Tell me what y'all think down below. Because when it comes to these families, y'all, when it comes to these families, black families in particular, it be some mess. It be some darn mess. And this was full of mess. Just mess all around. Okay. But I want to know your honest opinions about this. What do you think of her? What do you think of her family? What do you think of the overall situation, boo?